I don't ever put money on the field sizes or
No,
anything because I'm always wrong.
Out of control. Norman, what'd you think? I thought the first 3 days were a little smaller than I expected, but again, with a holiday, you never know.
No, again, traditionally, the day 1A and 1B are always so small. You go, we're never going to get 7,000 players. So the field sizes didn't surprise me. And again, we will have more today than the other 3 days combined. And we have a shot at breaking the record of 8,773 entrants from 06, the Jamie Gold year.
I think there's going to be a lot of day 2 entrants as well. With this day being so packed and there being lines and 10-handed, I think a lot of pros will choose to just reg day 2 instead.
The $1 Million Bounty event is down to its 9. They're on a dinner break right now. Michael Smith in the lead.
Is that Nellie Park? Let's go.
Yeah, it is Nellie Park.
I just commentated on her now fiance, Joey Weissman, winning the inaugural MGM tournament championship.
Oh,
Poker
nice.
Go Studio. Wow, good for her because she plays much more casually than he does.
So down to 9, and so everyone guaranteed right now is $76,000. $1,000 buy-in, right? Yep. Okay. There'll be a couple other tournaments come forward, but that was a huge tournament. Was it 14,000?
Our company's real crazy. They're clipping like
Main Event's
like they're clipping like every
who knows how many thousands?
thing.
This is 7, 8, 9.
I accidentally
So
did my
a lot of
passcode
tables
on the
taken up. So the
table.
other
Oh, hey,
tournaments
just
put
gave
on
us my
hold.
passcode.
There was an online tournament. And see back in the hand. Ace Jack. Robert Gassoni calling Gus. King Jack. And a little bit of trouble.
But nice awareness from Mintzy to be able to value bet this 2-pair on a 4-liner where Queen would give Broadway. Knowing where he's at and trying to get a little bit of value out of Gus.
Yeah, scary little straighty board.
Mintzy's wearing the Cracking Aces shirt, repping his pod. I believe it's Jake Toole and Barstool Nate that run that pod. They do a lot of interviews with some of the bigger name pros in poker. Cover some of the controversies that happen.
Never, not in poker.
King Jack.
You guessed it.
Do you have to give it to your wife then? I feel like you have to give the bracelet to her if she put up with you playing on your anniversary.
That would make sense. Absolutely.
So I just did the math, Jamie. So 36.9, as it turns out, you said it was 2/3. 36.9 is actually 61.5% of the starting stack, which is not that close to 66.67, just for cocktail party purposes. Just someone asks you.
This is what when you're quiet for like 12 minutes straight. Are you just doing the math?
When has she ever been quiet for 12 minutes?
It would have taken me longer. I used a calculator, which 61.5.
I am watching him with his calculator app on his laptop.
You actually you played on day 1B before they made the announcement, or maybe as they made the announcement, the switch to combine all of them.
Just a casual quads as we chat.
Yeah, why not? I mean, the day started with quads. The first hand for Fedor Holtz, he hits quads on the flop, and he says, "I think I'm going to win this hand." He posted that. So everyone is fighting against Fedor Holtz.
I think that an overbet will get the fold out of
the full house.
Yeah.
Jack Oliver. Table B, and we got 10s against kings. Firestone Kings.
Huge 3-bet. Wow. So 1,100, you'd expect the 3-bet to be somewhere from, I don't know, 3,500-ish, 4K, but 8,000 protecting those kings.
Zaid Al-Andawi at the 10s, and he's going to come along. Quick building of a big pot early here. Players are going to be taking a dinner break after this level. We will take a break as well, and we'll be back with you after the dinner break for the rest of
one more 1,000. One more dinner. All right, go.
No discounts. Good luck. Your turn.
So it was early position raise, 3-bet from Al-Andawi in the big blind, and Firestone just comes out with 8. a huge. Was that a 4?
Bryson puts out the flop, puts out all diamonds and an ace, because that's what happens when you have kings.
You check.
Are you one of those guys that says, "Oh, ace magnets, great"?
I am indeed.
Of course you are.
Firestone with the king of diamonds, though.
Lucky flop for Alandawi, who just catches none of it.
Diamond check.
But from the Sacramento area, we do have a saying in Sacramento that kings never win because
Aura ring.
our basketball team, the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, I got one too.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to it. Like I can't. I panic if I don't use it at night. Like
To be honest with you, I like.
not panic.
I've had it
A
for
check
like
and a
10,
bet
11
from
months now,
Firestone.
and the first 6 months,
Very
I like
small,
checked
goes
it every day, every
25%
morning when I
wide.
woke up and stuff, and now I just
And with no
just
diamond
wear it
and
without
2
even, like, charging
undercards.
it. And
Really?
Alandawi
I always check
given
it.
this
The only thing I
serious
worry
thought.
is like, not worry, but like if it says you got a
Started
bad
the hand
night's
with
sleep, is that gonna
44.
you're gonna feel tired
Firestone
afterwards?
started
Right.
with
Because it says that?
55-7.
So I'm kind of
What does
piecing
it
this
tell
together
you?
because we came to
Tells
this
you, like,
late.
how
But
much
if
you
that
like
was
your
a
heart
raise to
rate, your heart
1100, it
rate,
must have been a
yeah,
limp.
sleep.
Was it limp?
The good thing about it is,
practice tests and stuff like that.
like if you eat something before.
No,
you
there
go
was
to
Yeah,
bed,
Firestone
you
just
see-
called. Rheem raised from
As you
the,
hope.
from the big blind, and then it was 3-bet. Okay.
You
Oh,
see
no,
like
you're
how something
raising
makes
here.
you-
Oh, wow.
Wow.
There's the king.
You definitely don't.
And now a straight draw for Alandawi, but the set for Firestone.
And I've been here before in Alandawi's shoes where you go, why am I in this huge pot? You have some regrets.
Yeah, when you keep getting bigger and bigger chunks of it, too.
Yep. He's drawing to an offsuit queen. Does not get it. It's grabbing chips. It's not going to work out for you, buddy. As Firestone and king's full of 8s.
Firestone, 62 years old, out of San Diego.
King's full, Steve? I know.
I knew
Your
it.
head dropped right here when that king hit the turn.
Well, I wanted a diamond, but I would
You
take.
know what you wanted, but
There you go.
Chino.
I believe he actually left a high-stakes poker stream early because he was between Doug Polk and Phil Hellmuth, and he said, "This is messing with my serenity. I am out."
Really?
Yes.
Is he past all of the Baccarat thing issues?
I think it's all over with now.
Because there were some countersuits and everything like that, and I was following it, and it kind of drifted away. I didn't hear
I
it.
think he's in the clear,
That's good.
as evidenced by him being way back on the poker scene now.
Yeah. No more garnishing.
Imagine 3-betting Ivy. I just can't do it. And with ace jack no less, a drawing hand.
It's the ultimate parking lot hand. It's not a day one main event 3-betting hand.
Now he gets to take control of the hand now, and Ivy's going to likely check to him on most flops if he does call this 3-bet. They are deep enough where sevens is going to want to set mine, I would assume.
Correctly.
And this is where, if Nolette hadn't 3-bet, Ivy might chuck in a couple chips on this flop. But Nolette has bought himself the check from Ivy by 3-betting pre-flop. Now he gets to decide what he wants to do.
Checks back. Another safe card for Phil Ivey.
And on a board that's that connected on the flop, when your opponent checks back, you think they are likely to have 2 big cards in their hand. Not much connection to the board because they want to protect their hands. If they have aces, kings, queens, you're probably going to want to protect it on a board like that. So you might be feeling pretty good about your sevens.
He does check again. Ivy. Nolette feeling the resistance. River card.
Very nice bluff card for Nolette. You'd expect him to be checking backhands like king, queen, ace, king. Can definitely represent this. Option B is also just to show down ace jack high and hope that Ivy flatted with a hand like ace 5 suited. You do beat some hands that are going to play passively.
Ivy did call. He originally raised and then called the 3-bet. And here it comes. No let using the king of hearts on the end. Try to shed himself of Phil Ivy.
Ace or a king on the river is pretty much a mandatory bluff card in this spot. So let's see if Ivy sniffs this out. You're going to get stared down. That's a little bit uncomfortable when you're bluffing.
The 3-bet was about 3.5x, which is old school, isn't it? Or is that? Do you like the sizing?
I like it just because of how deep they are. When you start getting down to 25 and 30 big blinds, you might want to size down a little bit.
Yeah.
Phil.
He's got a
Phil.
there.
Oh, he doesn't have to fold there. He just got outplayed by a 33-year-old fisherman who likes to contemplate.
That could take
35?
some experience to you're never going to master it, but at least some early navigation and pitfalls that you might.
Just not getting upset too when it doesn't immediately go your way. I think a lot of people build up expectations for how their day's going to go. I want to bag 200K. You have these goals that a lot of things have to happen in your favor for you to actually get a lot of chips in the bag.
Right.
Just not freaking out. It's okay. Like I bagged under starting stack and cashed. I bagged 4 starting stacks and didn't cash. So, it's just anecdotal, but I feel like a lot of people do freak out when they're under starting stack, and it's just not that big of a deal.
Oh, nice.
Of the 3 starting days already, it went bigger and biggest of the 3, and Patrick Clark from 1C bagged almost 400,000.
What a day.
Best, yeah.
It's got to feel pretty nice.
How much do you tip for a Fiji?
The case?
And Juan Lu
How much do
from
you tip
Canada,
for a
strong
Fiji?
day
Get some
yesterday.
Oh, she played a
my God.
spicy hand, 4-betting jack 6 suited.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, I got called by ace queen suited.
Look, she works hard.
Ends up making 2 pair, I think,
They're
running
waiting for
jack
the hand to
6,
be over for us
and
to
got
watch
shoved
them
on by the ace high on the river.
Yeah.
I was like, let's
Nice
go.
deal,
Got to
later.
swap with her
I
too.
get
I'm a
it.
very good swapper, even if not such a
pretty
great
good,
player.
I'm gonna tip 5 because I'm
like
up
being a winner.
rich as you are.
Jacks and
Yeah?
10s here. Pot's getting big.
The family atmosphere. The
Nice
Very
4-bet with
incestuous.
10s.
Oh,
And
yeah.
from a guy that
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it would come from,
That part is fun. You're kind of.
I think we're going to get jacks to fold if we continue.
But it's still a huge pain in the ass.
I would not be
There's-
looking across the table at this man and
people are
think
terrible.
he just 4-bet me with 10s, would you?
For sure, and that's some of my senior friends use that image to do exactly what they're doing right now as you're showing. It doesn't look like he would be making this type of play.
And the Jacks has an ugly face look.
Ooh, makes the call. So it was a very tiny bet. Perhaps setting up a second barrel. If Firestone barrels again, if he made that a very small bet so he can afford this river barrel, it's pretty cool.
10s have the heart too.
Let's go. I mean, that's
bet again?
very interesting hand.
You'll see it in 30 minutes.
Tiny bet, got it
With
done.
the ace of hearts. Which one?
Well done indeed.
Well done, Steve Firestone.
No, I had a much better hand.
Just to put a button on the Phil
1500?
Hellmuth discussion, there is stuff on Poker Go actually where
All right.
Phil does talk very frankly about what was going on there, and
With person or with the rail?
it was during with person.
Okay.
Yeah, early, because that was during the 2022 high stakes duel on Poker Go. Nick Schulman was part of that broadcast, so you can listen to Phil and get his take on all of that. More content on Poker Go.
I think it's worse than someone at the table that you're playing with is heckling you, and you have to put up with it. Like the way that Hellmuth can sometimes pick one person
True.
and attack them. And I think a lot of the times what he does is funny. I got to play a cash game with him for WPT, and he was a lot of fun. And he was heckling me, but it was fun. There does seem to be like a point where it turns, where he's actually upset and it gets kind of mean with some people. Yeah.
Ollie. They call him the station.
Oliver goes about 80% pot. Healthy size bet. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's really gross. Good read of the situation. Having a jack is nice. You're blocking 2 different straights that You might also think that Oliver, if he had a hand like a straight, would have gone a little smaller and tried to get value. Wow, yeah.
Oh, there was the
Rheem is going to
fold.
show it,
You
isn't
can
he?
pick one.
Show the bluff.
Pick one, he
You
says.
can pick one.
King Jack.
Oh. Which one did you pick?
Do it.
Oh, no.
It's a good one to pick. That looks like a real hand.
Okay. Well, what's wrong with paying attention? What's wrong with paying attention?
Yeah, you should pay attention, obviously. You know, just like you might run out of how many timeouts you have left if you're in a basketball team and you call one you don't have. But
Could be fireworks on this board. We have Rheem flopping trip sixes and Melanie with the nut flush draw. Usually don't go too insane with the nut flush draw on a paired board.
She's got to come along.
she gets change from the pot from Chino. She's looking to take a second straight pot at from Chino.
Oh, heart! Chino looking for outs now.
Chino in a weird spot because he wants to keep charging an ace, but obviously he does not want to be running to this flush right now.
The nut flush, the royal flush draw.
Both check.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Somewhat
Turns
of
the
an
tables.
action killer though. With his sixes full, maybe a good spot to throw out just a little block bet, 3K or so. Get some value, but also if you get raised, you obviously can fold your hand because it's going to be aces full.
What a run out.
Right, he checks. Is
Only
Melanie?
reaching.
Melanie is going to put out a small value bet.
45?
Now all I could beat is the flush.
35.
35.
Chino's always got a good read.
That's quite unfortunate for me. Very fortunate for you.
So weird. This bet is very, very weird because she's definitely not bluffing. This is a value bet with the nut flush. But it may actually work as a bluff if she
Right,
doesn't want to pay off.
If you're going to give her credit for an ace early on, then she's got the better full house.
My very good hand just turned into a potato, babe.
Little does he know it was a potato on the turn. And then what? Crinkle fries on the river? Something better.
Melanie has an ace.
Oh.
I need her to, like, the only thing I could beat is I need her to be value betting a flush.
There you go.
If she wouldn't do that,
Yes, she
she
would.
would just check back. So I'm
That's
supposed
what
to
I would
fold
think
my
as
hand.
well.
Because Melanie has an ace.
The sizing is value bet. This is not bluff sizing. Ugh. This is a weird spot.
It is. But it's cheap.
Melanie bet only 3,500, babe, like she wants me to call. You know, like that. This is what's going on right now while you're watching this. You know my cards. You know I have a full house. I can't beat an ace.
And now she's going, I think I went
Look
a
how
little
happy
too
she
thin
is.
with this value bet.
Right?
She's like, please call. She's like, please call. I got Chino again.
I've never.
That chip
This
wanted to
shouldn't
go
take
in.
this long, guys. I only
did.
have a 6.
The chip's in his hand, it's going
What I
in.
bet? 19.
You know how that works,
38.
right?
Usually.
1,200 3 times.
Yeah, I think he's calling, actually.
36. 84. Small blind 89. 3,500 into 8,900.
He hates folding.
Look at her face. She's so happy. She might have ace jack. She just checked and she's got the stone nuts.
I feel like with ace jack, you just throw in 10K.
Babe, I'm going to let Melanie bluff me.
Wow.
Pretty sure.
Would you show it? Would you show it?
I
I'm either
don't
gonna let
think
her
so
bluff me or
because the
she has
value
best
bet.
hand, so
I
that's
would, because
really
she's going
not
to
a
see it
good
eventually.
spot
Just
for
the
me.
pleasure.
Right now is
Oh.
the perfect time to show it.
I think I'm going to fold, Yobo.
Oh, wow.
Flop the 6.
This is the most painful thing ever if he ends up calling.
Nope, he doesn't.
Whew,
Show
she
it.
got away
Show
with
it.
one.
Show it.
She got away with one.
She
Wow.
I'm
really,
mad
she
that Melanie's
didn't.
flirting with me.
She wasn't even
She's
trying.
got a boyfriend for 5 years. What's his name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Don't get mad. Your girl's flirting with me. We're both in very good, committed, serious, healthy relationships. So just look.
I hope they do air that one.
Yeah, they should. Why'd you bluff me? Oh, she's so happy now.
Mark it on time.
She is so
Half
wild.
an hour from now.
She had like a worse pair. She called me with like eights
Or maybe
or
she had a
something.
king. Maybe she had a king.
Ace is a good hand to turn into a bluff, right?
Ace is not a bluff.
I had eights.
Oh. Yeah.
I have eights.
Did you bluff me?
No.
You had me
I had you.
on the river?
Well, I didn't know you had a 6, so.
Yeah.
She wasn't lying. She's like, I didn't bluff you, but I did have
hand,
you.
I'm going to do this again.
Good reason.
I think so.
Reason to do that thing.
That
Oh, wow, I got some
Strange.
info. I got some info from Maury.
Ace
He
10.
said, we
Yeah,
actually
should've
did a
been
sunken
more,
table at
honestly, made it
Caesar's
look
during
luckier.
NBC's Heads
Ace
Up
10.
in 1996,
I'm telling you my
97.
hand. Watch
Why?
Three
I'm gonna
players
find
fell
out
and
if
one
she's
kind of
right
got hurt.
here.
That was the end of that.
I guess so.
That, I didn't even think about that you would be like,
Got an all in from Rosen with the
6,000.
sixes.
800?
6,000 even.
Jones
6,000.
with ace queen.
You guys are
Original razor, Phil.
Here we go.
Gets out of the way. And we're racing for
Oh.
Rosen's chips.
Got me.
Jones trying to
I got your ace queen though.
get some more chips.
And off suit, just like you like.
Rosen looking for just one good thing to happen to him.
yeah,
I don't
this has
even
been
need an
a
ace.
brutal
I
day for
just want
him.
a queen.
Could see it in
You're
his
not
eyes.
greedy
Like,
at
come
all.
on.
Oh, he's just
One pot,
yeah.
please.
Let it hold, and I see in his eyes where he doesn't believe
Top
they
pair,
will
tens and
hold
Oh,
either.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
You want that?
25K. Middle
But
card.
his fate will be
Heads.
dealt out by Megan, as he's all in with the sixes.
Give me your 25K. Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Spades.
That's terrible. Jesus.
Got some spades, but
Yeah.
yeah, this is,
You know,
this is harsh.
look
And
at it.
also, we saw a 6 was in Phil Lock's hand as well.
yeah, had the six tray.
Yeah.
So Jones flopping good. Two pairs, nice thing to have going forward.
Spade. Little
Another
bit of life.
spade. Oh, he's got the backpack on. He's
Oh my
taking the
goodness.
microphone off. You see his outs.
Wow,
It's a boat
taking the
race.
microphone off, I feel like he's almost
Dang
definitely
it.
hitting a flush. The backpack thing is standard, but the
Maybe not the
microphone
six.
is like,
We know he's only got one out because Lock folded, but he doesn't know. So these outs are coming
How
from the
subtle.
player's standpoint.
How about a
There's
blank?
the river card. It
There it
is
is.
a spade.
wow.
You're still in.
The microphone thing is next level. I'm going to have
Yeah.
to start doing that.
He actually looked like he was about to leave.
Can't believe
Yeah.
it. He doesn't believe it. The microphone's in hand. He wants a replay. Quite an eventful day. A huge day here at the new venue. We knew it was going to be the biggest day of all the 1Ds. They're going to make it official tomorrow. Just exactly how many? Over 4,000. The new venue handled it beautifully. And of course, more entrants tomorrow and the following day as the march to the main event championship has begun. Day ones are done. Day two coming up beginning tomorrow. Ali Najad, Nick Schulman will take our ship tomorrow. We will return